safe and be smart. Keep your head on straight. All right, be ready. Hammer time, let's go. Got one outside now. Nice and steady, driver. 3 wide. You're all clear on the bottom. Still there. All clear, all clear. Laps to go. Stay low. Still there. All right, now you're clear. Outside, outside. All right, clear outside.
Is it like we do?
Car there is on the outside. Outside. You got all the room you need. You're clear. Inside, inside, inside.
What's up, man?
Still there. Tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Got one down low now. Got one down low. It's inside. Clear all around. A couple more turns. 2 more. 2 to go. White flag, come on, dig, driver. Careful now. Easy. Great job. You worked the magic out there.
Are you in the lobby? Well, the race just ended, so. What'd you say? On the game? I don't know if I did or not. I gotta check. Uh-huh. Man, I can barely hear you. Yeah. A little bit, not much. There you go. That sounds better. That sounds better. Oh yeah, okay, I'll check it out. What up, Tex? You sound a little bit better.
Yeah, a lot better.
All right, you're coming to the green. You ready? Hammer time, let's go.
Oh, oh, oh.
Careful now, still there. Careful now, still there. That car there's on your inside. He's inside. All
Yeah.
clear, all clear.
100, 291.
Okay.
I'm saying,
What up, Pitbull Love?
Alright, fellas, y'all want to hear a fucking story that's gonna blow your minds?
Yeah, lay it on us.
Y'all's minds ready to be blown?
see what
I
you got.
called for my ex-wife this afternoon.
Right.
Talking about, I had to talk to you about something. Something serious has happened. I'm like, is anybody hurt? And
Right. Yeah, that's the first thing you think.
said, well, Austin punched Jason last night. 8 stitches, pulled his eye shut. My son whooped his fucking ass, apparently.
Who's the other kid? Is
And,
it your other son? Or his
His
friend?
stepdad.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. So she goes on to tell me that shit. And I said, so what the fuck, what else happened? They scrap or what? I mean, what's going on here? Is my son alright? Yeah, he's fine. They rushed around a little bit, but Jason obviously got the worst of it. They fucking called the ambulance, called the police, took him to juvenile detention. I ain't heard none of this shit, right? So they let him out. But in the process of all this, she tells me, oh, and by the way, your fucking parenting privilege, custodial privileges have been taken away until further fucking notice.
Why? How's that your fault?
Because he doesn't act, because there's no rules at my house, supposedly she tells him, and that he doesn't act that way unless, it's always when he comes back from his daddy's, he acts like that. So they took my fucking custody away from me.
Can they even do
because
that?
of that shit that happened.
They can't even do that unless she goes to court.
Bullshit. I gotta go to, they went to court. The fucking judge, goddamn, did it without me being there.
I can't even see that
Hearsay.
happening.
I told her, I said, man, it's all hearsay. Well, sir, hearsay's allowed in juvenile courts. And I'm like, oh, really? So I can just come in here and just start fucking wailing on shit about my ex-old lady, and y'all won't listen to me about it? You'll just eat that shit up or what? So yeah, I've got to go to court tomorrow morning to get my fucking privileges back.
That fucking sucks, man. So
Can you believe that
her
shit?
old man gets his ass whooped and they blame you.
Her old man gets his ass whooped.
And they blame you.
Put him back. He's out of juvie. He's back in that house.
Right.
Because he can't come here because my fucking parental rights have been taken away from me. So in other words, she went in there. They had the fucking disagreement. She blames it on me. I can't have my kids. So he's got to go back there. And if I were to say, okay, well, there's been a fucking fight in my goddamn ex-wife's house, custody, he needs to come live with me now. Because if you're a 40-something-year-old fucking man, he can't avoid a fight with a 16-year-old. There's something wrong there.
Right.
That's what I'd be going in there and telling them.
Well, like I said, she went in there and was fucking
She
talking
finagled
about
that shit.
Yeah, she worked that fucking system nice because I wasn't there and nobody called me, nobody got a hold of me. So, but
Careful now, still there.
Especially if this motherfucker's trying to fight a goddamn kid.
because she would do anything in her fucking life being sold to keep them kids away from her. That's just her way to get back
Well,
at me because she knows.
I'll tell you what,
those kids are
that
my
bitch
life.
wouldn't get no money.
And she, let me tell you, dude, I've been divorced for fucking 9 years now, right, Fred? My kids have not been to my house one fucking hour other than what my fucking papers say they can be in 8 fucking years. Meaning before she got married, when she went to the store or something, she could have dropped them off here. I'd have watched it for them. She could have dropped them off any time when she had to work and no babysitter. Never in fucking 9 years has that bitch dropped them kids off over here. Other than when the papers say they're supposed to be. That's her way to get back at me. So she calls me today and tells me, well, you and by the way, your fucking rights are taken away until further. I said, so, and she goes, oh, and our court state's the 17th. So, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So, I had to call his probation officer. He's got a probation officer. This motherfucker's a straight A student. And my ex didn't call the police. Her husband called the police. So you mean to tell me instead of, you're going to take away my privileges as a father. Oh, by the way, Your Honor, let me give you a sheet of paper. Here's a piece of paper of how many times the police have been called to my house and how many times I've gotten a physical altercation with my fucking son. Okay? And it's going to be a blank fucking piece of paper. Here you go, buddy. That's how many fucking times. And then you're going to take my rights away and then put my kid back in that household. He's already whipped his ass once. What if
Hey,
he
dude,
kills
if I was you, I would
back?
bring charges up on her old man.
I think I am.
Yeah, I would. That'd be the first thing I'd do. Because if you bring charges up on him, then you got another motherfucking leg to stand on where they won't want to put him back in that house.
Well,
because he's fighting a kid. He's fighting a fucking minor.
They wouldn't let me talk to my son today. They said if I went up to school to talk to him, they would have me arrested. And I can't call him. He can't have social media. He can't have fucking phone. He can't have nothing. He's on house arrest for all this shit.
For that little
and
bullshit.
I even had a chance to talk to
visit
him.
me so I could swell his other fucking eyes shut.
Well, that's what I told him. That's what yeah. That's what I'm fixing to find out. Is what the fucking police papers say. Austin. Okay, look. I told you about that little basket he was making for that little girl.
He's still a kid.
Right,
yeah, but he's still a kid though.
So he made that basket for everything for that little girl and shit, and then her mama was going to put in her bedroom for her in the morning and all that shit. Well, he just wanted to text her at midnight, happy birthday. Be the first one to text her happy birthday, and that little cocksucker wouldn't let her do it. Let him do it. And I think there'd already been plans that he could do it, but because he didn't do what he said or something that night, well, that wouldn't happen now. So my boy was pissed about that shit, man. You don't get between a 16-year-old with some pussy like that.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And then my boy's in the kitchen cooking some tacos. He's hungry. This motherfucker goes over there, takes his food, and throws that shit in the trash. And then Austin apparently tries to walk away. And he grabbed him by the arm or something, told him to go to his room, and that's when he fucking Tyson his ass. So, but that's his story. I said, okay, so what's my son's story? Well, we don't interrogate the son. We don't, the juvenile doesn't have a say or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So they ain't even talked to him. Yeah. They ain't even talked to him and got his side of the story. They don't give a fuck. It's just whatever whatever the stepdad said. So, yeah, that's what I've been dealing with all day, man. So I gotta go to court tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock and hold my shit together long enough to get my motherfucking parental rights back, apparently.
Yep. Dude, but I would bring up charges on the stepdad for fucking even fucking with him. He's still a minor. Or you can't fuck with them. That's assault on a minor. Yeah. Dude, in my state, they'd take your fucking kids from you for that bullshit. But she was probably just trying to cover her ass because she figured you was going to goddamn crack on that shit.
No, because right now I can say, Your Honor, I don't feel my son is safe in that household anymore.
I would too.
I don't feel he's safe there. I mean, and looking at it from my point of view, I'm a 40-some-odd-year-old man, and if my stepson had just clobbered my eyes shut and this and that, I might have some animosity towards that young man. I said, I don't think I want him over there. No telling, if he can't keep from fighting a fucking 16-year-old. I've never gotten a physical altercation with my boy. What the fuck are you doing putting your hands on my boy?
Right. Yeah, because see, I'd be wanting to go to his ass.
Oh, I've already been wanting to go to his ass. I've already been wanting to go to his ass, man. Trust me. He knows. The only reason I haven't, because apparently my boy already did it for me. He already fucked him up. He gave him 8 stitches and fucking closed his goddamn eye up.
That car there's on your inside. You inside?
Nah, that has nothing to do with the kids, but she'd fucking have you locked up.
Yeah, she does.
And then now my kid's got to go through a fucking, they said it, he's going to have to go through a
Anger management.
psychiatric evaluation because my father was bipolar. She brought that shit up into the fucking conversation. So, my father was bipolar, yes. Oh, well, she's always said I was bipolar and everything else. Right, exactly. Right. So now, my comeback is going to be to that. I'm going to say, listen, you now have my son taking a psychiatric evaluation for bipolarness. I said, he's not of the age to decipher what that really means, and there's a bad fucking
stigmatism with that shit.
A stigmatism that comes with that shit. So I think, to be quite honest with you, since my wife never really disclosed any health issues that were in her family, and I don't know her husband from a hole in the wall, I think they both should also go through psychiatric testing. Since there's the problem seems to be in that household, I would like them to go through a psychiatric test as well. You know what I'm saying? Because there's something wrong with that bitch, man.
Still there?
There's something wrong with that bitch.
Last lap. Give me one good lap. Hit your mark. Careful. Still there? Still there.
Oh, she probably hit you up about 8 years later, and they wanted all that back shit. Oh, man.
I'm fine. Nice shot.
How'd they repo it then?
Because she took a loan on it.
Wow.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Right. That's a civil matter. We can't help you with that, sir. Oh yeah, fucking A. Yeah. Fuck yeah. They'd had everybody from here to whatever state she went looking for you.
Well, then she came
Yeah. All I'm praying, man, is that my boy don't tell me to just get laid hands on it, because
Cause he's gonna have to fuck him up, yeah.
We're going green this time.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to chill till you get your opportunity. But don't do it. Don't fuck your shit up now. Just wait. You know, yeah, just lay and wait. Yep.
Hold a good winner. Don't move.
yeah,
he
I
got-
got over there too.
Still there?
God damn, why can't these motherfuckers hold a line? Oh, dude,
Still there.
I'm glad it ain't me, Tech, because I tell you what, man, that motherfucker right now I'd be sitting in jail, because I'd stomp a mud hole in that motherfucker and walk it dry.
Well, like I said, the only saving grace for him right now is the fact that my 16-year-old whooped his ass. That's the only saving grace he's got right now. Now, since the ambulance and shit came out, and you got 8 stitches and shit, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt that you just learned your fucking lesson. But if I hear it happen again, buddy, it's fucking your ass. And there won't be no goddamn waiting. There won't be no goddamn what ifs, what buts. I'm gonna whip your fucking ass, dude.
All yours, bud. You're clear.
And you won't know your fucking name when I get done with you. When the fucking ambulance gets here to pick you up this time, son, you won't be able to tell them who the fuck you are. Trust me.
Car outside. Car outside.
Yeah, that's the only saving grace. And I told my boy, man, you only fight if you gotta defend yourself. You feel threatened or somebody's fucking with your brother or something, you help him. I said, you ain't gotta worry about me. Don't you think about me fucking being upset with you. I said, but don't you be starting shit. Don't you ever start shit. If you gotta finish shit, don't you worry about me. You ain't gotta put one thought into your head about what's gonna happen to you when I get a hold of you. So I know that boy had a reason to fucking defend himself.
Fuck yeah, he's not just gonna hit a fucking grown man for no fucking reason.
Grown man. No.
But you know what? If that motherfucker had thrown away my goddamn food.
Oh, I'll fucking get it. No, my boy ain't like that. My boy knows I'll fucking stand up for him. He'll tell me. He'll know. He won't be afraid to tell me. He'll tell me. He knows what's coming, but he won't be afraid to tell me. And if he started it, if he just lost his shit, he'll tell me. I just lost. He fucking kept fucking with me and I
Hey, if the motherfucker threw my food away, I might have punched him.
Man, I'm telling you what, Grant.
That motherfucker got a goddamn 2-piece and a goddamn biscuit.
Well, you got 2 D's in the biscuit.
Yeah.
He might have been eating that food out the trash. It pissed me off bad enough. I'd been shoving it down his mouth. Here, motherfucker. Once you swallow this, go cook this.
Yeah, cause you just gonna get his side of the story and he gonna lie. He gonna clean it up a little bit. He's gonna clean it up a little bit.
I ain't even talked to my boy yet. And I asked my ex-wife, I said, you just have him call me. Have Jason nut up, drop his fucking balls and call me and talk to me about this shit. I wanna know what the fuck happened. He ain't, no.
Well, the other boy was there. I would talk to the other boy.
Well, it was like 11 o'clock at night. He was asleep.
So the 10-year-old was asleep.
Yeah.
Trust me, that other boy knows what's going on.
Yeah, because this might not be the first time.
Yeah.
It might not be the first time, so you might have to. Yeah, you might have to ask your younger boy what's going on between them two. Can you talk to the younger one? Can you talk to the younger one?
Yeah, I can. He just ain't as forthcoming as my old shit.
Right.
See,
he's 10. Mama can bully him.
Yeah. Yeah. He was 3. He's 10 now. It's been like 8 years, 7 years, 8 years since we've been born.
Goddamn, why does this bitch hate you so bad? You fuck her sister?
No, dude, it's... First of all, I caught her ass in all kinds of fucking lies with my money and shit, right? And got fucked out of all of it. Then this cunt talks me in with my daddy's inheritance and paying off our fucking truck, right? Our Tahoe. I owed $7.5 on the Tahoe, and my dad had passed. Well, I didn't put the money from my inheritance in our joint account.
No.
We had problems. I was straight with her. I said, look, we're having problems. There's no way I'm putting that money in a joint account. We get this shit straight, everything gets better. Maybe. But the family, the money's there for the family. Nothing's fucking going on with it. Blah, blah, blah. I said, I'm going to pay this truck off. I said, we were paying $440 a month on this truck. You're going to put $220 of it back into my account until that $7,500 is gone. Okay? So you're making $240, you're paying me $240 until it's fucking over with. All right, baby, that's cool, that's cool. I stroke a check. 2 days later, I get fucking served with papers. That check had passed the day before. She waited for that fucking check to get in the bank, paid that fucking Tahoe off, and then I was served with papers.
Damn. That's some scandalous shit, boy.
Mm-hmm. I found out I had investments in fucking Oklahoma or somewhere like that. $5,000 invested in a new airport and stocks and bonds fucking at that fucking airport. Didn't have any idea. Got emails from her fucking stepdad saying, hey, you want us to send you this money you're making on this? Or would you like us to keep it in our accounts to keep it away from rent? Okay? This is the kind of shit that was going on behind my back. Okay?
How'd she even get access to your account?
While I'm fucking working all day. I know, dude. I know. Let me tell you. So she left me without a vehicle. She took it ain't done yet. She took our income tax return for that year and paid her lawyer with it. Pulled it out and paid her lawyer with it. Okay? Then having the gall to ask for me to have to pay her fucking lawyer fees. Okay? I had a mediation, cost me $1,500. I had a game plan with my kids where I was seeing them all the time. Everything was good. signed papers on it and everything. But it wasn't going to work. So she got it to where the judge said we have to go back to mediation. All that shit was ripped from me back to standard fucking minus some even for the standard because she knew my schedule would accommodate it. And that was what the final one was. So it cost me $3,500 to get absolutely nothing of what I wanted. Or whatever, $3,000 to get absolutely nothing of what I wanted. She owed me about $20,000, considering the Tahoe amounts, this and that. About the two kids' accounts that had about $6,000 in them each. She owed me money, man. Well, they weren't going to pay it, or they were going to go to court. And all I wanted was my house. She didn't want my house, I wanted my house. I built this house to sell when I was 23 years old. My fucking kids were born in this house, I wanted my house. So in order to get my house, I had to give her every fucking thing else. Because my fucking shitty-ass lawyer, about $8,000 into this fucking thing, plus those mediations and shit, said, hey Rick, she's not agreeing to any of this shit, and I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen if y'all go to court. Y'all are just gonna split everything down the middle. Basically, she's gonna get the same thing she's getting now, and you're gonna have to sell that fucking house that you want to keep. I'm like, motherfucker, why didn't you tell me that shit 3 months ago, a year ago? You know, why are we fucking sitting here right now? I was so goddamn mad I wanted to kill him. So I walked out, dude. I'm like, whatever, get her ready to sign, fuck it, I'll go, whatever, I'm done. I had to quit or kill somebody. If I had one more bad fucking news about that goddamn day, I'd have killed everybody in that motherfucking place.
Yep.
And not felt bad about it at all. So, it's all been a shit show, man. I refinanced my house after my fucking divorce. I signed the fucking papers for a $462 a month mortgage payment for the rest of my house to pay it off. Well, a year fucking later, they call me and say, hey, Mr. Lovello, we're sorry to inform you, but we put a goddamn decimal point in the wrong place on your contract. So not only do you owe us $1,800, but your goddamn payment's going to go up to $662 a fucking month.
That's their fault.
So yeah, no, you know why? Because it was done on the tax side, Fred. If it was done if the decimal point mistake was made on their end, it would have been their fault. But the decimal point was on the tax side. And they can't do nothing about that. That's the government.
Yeah, that's the government.
So yeah.
No shit. Got 2 laps left in this one.
Still there.
You know what, dude, though? They got me so behind the 8 ball, man. I'm broke. I'm fucking behind on my mortgage. I'm fucking this and that and everything else. It's come to a point, brother, where one more fucking thing, dude. One more fucking thing. And I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. I'm gonna fuck them up. I'm gonna fuck that dude up, man. That's all I'm saying. They keep pushing and pushing. This goddamn child support and bullshit. I'm in a job that's making $6 less an hour than I was making before. They're at 50% of my fucking check right now. I'm working 40 hours a fucking week, making $180 fucking dollars, brothers. That's what I'm dealing with right now.
Damn.
That shit's in. Yeah, that's what I get after fucking paying my child support on a 40-hour week. So yeah, sorry to, man. You know what? Yeah. Because she's a vindictive bitch, man. I never hit that bitch. I never did any. I never cheated on that bitch. Shit.
One more to go.
No, man. She just said I was verbally abusive to her. Meaning she would start an argument and I would argue with her, basically, is what that is. I mean, right? I mean, really?
Basically.
I mean, that and that I smoke weed. She screamed that from the fucking rooftops. I worked every day of my
I think everybody has.
Since I was 16 fucking years old, dude.
Well, let me tell you how mine did me and shit, okay? So, we're going, you know, I pay child, we do our thing, I'm paying child support. We pay it through the thing, you know, through the courts and shit. And I always pay. I says, well, look. I says, get them a bank account at my bank, and what I'll do is just have a Echo account to where when my check hits, it just puts money in the bank. So she says, cool. So she goes down there and she actually drops the fucking paperwork for child support and shit like that. All right. So we go on every payday. My check hits the bank. It fucking goes right to his account before I ever see it. All right. So we go on for 8 years. Well, I was coming into some money, right? So this motherfucker goes to court and tells them that I ain't never paid her any child support.
Right.
So it comes out that I says, well, yeah,
because
I can't.
I says, you didn't have no signatures.
I says, just go ahead and subpoena the account. Now I can't go get information on his account because she's the fucking guardian.
Right.
Right. So there's nothing. There's no way I can prove it. And because we have the same fucking name, it looks like money was going back to my account.
Right.
You know, I had to pay that bitch a lump sum, $28,000.
I'm sure. Oh, I believe every bit of that, friend.
A lump sum. And then here's the thing.
Yeah.
When my dad was fucking dying, I goddamn went and filed because what was happening is his hospital bills, because we got the same name, a lot of motherfuckers were coming after me.
Yeah, you kept getting that shit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So my lawyer says, hey, well, do this. You know that bitch went to court to hold that shit up too? And I says, what are you talking about? I said, this has nothing to do with child support, whether I file bankruptcy or not. You'll still get paid. But damn if she didn't try to do that shit.
Yeah. Well, with my
but I had to pay her. I had to pay her $28,000 cash.
Well, let me tell you what happened to me. I was paying my bitch for a year out of what they estimated what my child support would be. I was paying that shit for a year before we ever got divorced. The whole time we were going through the fucking divorce, I was paying that shit.
Right.
Well, about 4 years later, they come back to me and say, hey, you owe your bitch like $8,000 because you didn't pay for the first year. Because if you file for divorce, they backtrack that fucking child support all the way back to when it was fucking filed on your head.
Yep.
All right, fellas. Honey, I love you.
Right.
They all talking about they divorced. We've been together 30 years. Shit, you awesome.
Yeah, they came back to me and said, hey, man, you didn't pay child support for a fucking year. You owe her like $8,000. And I was like, no, bullshit if I do. And thank God I wrote checks and put child support on the bottom there.
Yeah,
the only thing to save my ass. The only thing.
Oh, Triton, what are you doing?
Not at all. Nope.
Hard on the outside.
Let me tell you what happened to me too, man. I was working pest control and this and that shit. Well, last hired, first fired on that shit, so I lost my job for good. Alright, so I go on unemployment. I'm trying to find something in my fucking field, you know what I'm saying? Well, them motherfuckers yanked 50% of my goddamn child support of it to pay child support because it don't meet what I'm supposed to be paying in child support. So they're ripping 50% of that, and the rest is going in the rears again, still. Okay. So now I had an income tax. They ripped my income tax fucking from me.
Well, I forgot to get out of this shit. Okay. I'm backing out now.
So then I start making money now. They're 50% in this shit right now. So until I can afford a lawyer, which I'll never be able to do, to go to court to fucking try to get that shit adjusted, it don't matter. And then if I get it adjusted, it's probably gonna be like 2 years before that shit kicks in.
And you know what's fucked up is that bitch could have a good ass job and still go get a public defender, and you can't.
Oh yeah.
Because when I went, you know, back then I was making chump change, right? And they fucking made my fucking goddamn child support. You know, this is after I got, you know, I've got a little place and everything, you know, and then I'm paying a mortgage on. And, you know, this, you know, 25 years ago, but they got me paying $510 a month for one fucking kid. And I'm so, we're in court. Yes. And I'm like, Your Honor, I says, there's no way I could afford to pay that. I said, what am I supposed to do? I said, I won't even be able to eat. He said, get another job.
Oh, yeah. They don't give a fuck. That's what they want me to do. Work 80 hours a week to make.
So, and here's what the fucked up part is, right? When she got that 28,000, right? My son was just getting ready to go to college. Okay, he was gonna be a freshman in college the next year. Because it was his money, what she did is started charging that motherfucker rent.
And they would just give him his minus the rent, yep. Well, let me tell you, my ex-old lady working for the campus out here, she gets a 4% raise every year. She's making about 44 grand when we were married. So she's probably just shy of 60 grand, 55, something like that now. He's in some kind of TI or IT, so he's probably making another 60 grand or so a year. They're making about 100 grand a year, right? And I'm making, I think I've made, I don't even know right now what I've made, but I know what I'm bringing home is half of what I should be bringing home. Yeah. I'm struggling. Can't make ends meet, man. My kids can't take them to do shit because I ain't got no money. She's living high on the hog, and I know how she is with money. All that shit I'm sending her is just going in the bank account. After the kids are gone, or, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is, man.
And you don't deserve...
Yeah, nobody can do anything as good as she can. She's OCD shit, and so kind of a doomsday scenario. Anything bad that can go wrong will go wrong, especially if I'm around, because I enjoy life. I don't take everything so seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say but certain things around her, or oh, that's so tacky kind of shit. You know? Yeah, she was champagne dating beer, apparently, in her mind.
Yep.
Oh yeah, she's got problems, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, see, she's out there at that campus, A&M. You know, these cats rolling in suits every day, and the women are all dressed up nice. And here I am, I was out making a living doing pest control. You know what I'm saying? So,
but at least you had a fucking job.
I was making a good ass living though, man, doing that shit. You know.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't bad.
I got a friend that's out in Texas that's got their own pest control business, and they got plenty of money.
Fuck yeah.
Pay up the mortgages, you can have the houses now. So I just don't want them to leave a family name. Right. And what luck was, man, 3 months later, a weak-ass hurricane come through back in '98 and fucked one of the houses up. I ended up getting $110,000 from the insurance company.
Yeah.
And I just started buying homes and fixing them up myself.
There you go.
Not hiring we amassed a good bank account.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, I did that shit for 3. Yep. Yeah. That's where I'm from, Pittsburgh. And when I'm there with our 2 sons, when shit hit the fan, you know, I need to get away. When I got back, that fucking bank account was -511. She bought that 19-year-old a fucking $32,000 bath coat. It's funny how you'll remember numbers like that, man. Like
fucking
my
to the
first
penny,
child support
to the penny,
was
to the penny.
$666. I thought, how fucking fitting. How fitting is that?
Right. But dude, you know, back then, my kid's a little bit older than yours, Tex. I was paying $510 a month for one fucking kid.
Yeah. I know.
Because this bitch would quit a job. She wouldn't have a job and go to court.
Right.
He said I didn't have to pay her no fucking alimony. Let me tell you about the second broad. Who?
Yeah, he is. I don't know who it was seen custom car.
Yeah, but who's lagging? Let me tell you about the second motherfucker, okay? So we're up here, we've been kicking it.
I'm good. It just turns a little bit right there.
And so she wants, you know, she's got kids down in Florida, so she wants to go back down to fucking Florida. And I'm like, well, cool, you know, go on down there and shit. And then, you know, I'll get a job down there. So she's like, and I wasn't moving off of my job up here until something was going on. And look, I got it, you know, I got one of these friends that's a builder and shit. And you come on down, you know, electrician, you come on down, he'll give you a job. So I was like, all right, cool. So I pack up the shit, I move on down there and shit. Well, this motherfucker won't even return my phone calls, right?
Oh, down there. Oh, man. You floated way up, Fred.
My fault.
You were letting me in there. You floated up so much.
That wasn't my hard. That was me in Texas.
Yeah. I thought you were staying there, Fred. You moved up so high.
You might have been just trying to duck the wreck. So anyways, right, so this motherfucker ain't even calling me back, so I'm down there a couple fucking weeks. Then I find out her 13-year-old is dating a 29-year-old motherfucker that's been to jail for selling drugs. Yeah. No, yeah, so she's not even, so she's not even, you know, she's not even saying nothing about it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing letting her date a grown-ass man, right? So now he's got the fucking 13-year-old hooked on fucking Oxycontins. So she ain't going to school or nothing. Now check this out. The old lady has a prescription for Lortabs. So, you know, finally I'm working and shit. So while I'm at work, she's at work. They're coming in the crib and fucking stealing the fucking pills. Now here's the thing. The old lady don't even take the fucking pills. So my thing is, why the fuck do you keep renewing your goddamn prescription if you're not taking them? I said, you just goddamn enabling them shits. So the youngest daughter and the middle daughter are, you know, stealing the fucking pills and money and everything else out the house. Goddamn, you know, I'm scared to go to fucking work because every time I come home, something's gone. Man, when I went down there, I probably had about 500 DVDs. By the time I left that motherfucker, I might have had 50.
I bet.
All right. So I keep telling her, I'm gonna, you know, fuck it. I'm just gonna go on back to Virginia and shit. Fuck this. It ain't working out. You know. I said it ain't working out, right? So I let her know when I'm leaving and everything like that and shit. Make sure all the bills are straight. So this motherfucker said, you know, her parents are coming and shit. And I've met her parents before. My parents are coming. So you're gonna have to stay in a hotel. Now, man, I got a fucking 5-bedroom fucking house down there, plus a bonus room. I says, well, I'm not going to no fucking hotel. Well, they know we're having problems, so I think it'll be uncomfortable. I says, well, I live here. I said, if it's uncomfortable for them, they don't have to fucking come.
They can stay in a hotel.
This broad calls the fucking police and tells them I hit her. Yes. So they immediately got a fucking goddamn protective order. So now I can't go to a house that I'm paying fucking money for. So I said, cool. So I went and stayed over my buddy's house for a couple weeks. You know, I turned around and sold that motherfucker right out from under her ass.
There you go.
Because I was the one on it. So I turned around, sold it right out from under her monkey ass and kept it moving. So I come back to Virginia, you know